Just a pretty morning. Pretty morning. Doggy in the garden. He's examining things. He's doing his morning routine. He's checking out everything. Walking over in the herb bed. It's just nice. I'm sitting out here on my back steps, drinking a cup of coffee, enjoying the early morning, getting ready for a busy day. Roosters crowing in the background. It's just a nice day. It's not hot yet, and it's going to be. So I have to take advantage of these cool mornings. No. Not cool. It's not cool. It's just not hot. It's, well, I don't know. I mean, this probably in the lower 80s, 70 something maybe. Here comes the puppy. Look at him. He's so happy. Happy dog. We're gonna go, Kai. Now he's checking out the squash. What is he sniffing in there? One of these good news bees buzzing around me. I'm so glad to know that they're not wasps, because they are frightening looking. Oh, there's two of them. Can you hear them? There you go. There it is right there. I need to get a better container. I need to build a wooden box. That's probably what I need. And I've got the lumber. I can do it. I need to build a wooden box to put out here on my steps. I love this. I found this. It was in the shed. Came with the house. And it needs to be cleaned up. It's just fun. I don't know that I'd ever use it, but then again, you never know. But yeah, I've got this box of stuff, and this is just trash that I picked up out in the yard. Well, not all of it is trash. I'm like this right here, this thing right there. That's a bulb planter. I need that. This bag right here. These are the clips for the fence. And now this, however, I found that. Yep, came from a previous gardener. This thing right here, oh, I forgot what it is. It's to get something out. Maybe it's a nail puller. I don't know what this is. But yep, found that. And there's other stuff in there. And there's always going to be things like that. And I don't really have any other place to put them. So I need to get some of my scrap lumber and make myself a box to put here. I can put a hinge lid on it. Maybe even make it with like a little peak on it so the rain will run off of it. I have no idea how I would do it, what size I would do it. But I think that's a good idea. I need to do that because there is always going to be stuff. This is me. I know me. There's always going to be stuff out here. And this is my favorite tool right there. It needs to be cleaned up. Look at this. This is stone. Oh, there's a dog hair. The dog hair is stuck on my thumb. No wonder. Okay. But this is stone. It looks like sandstone. It's a tube. And it's hollow. Has anybody ever seen anything like this? What is this? Where did that come from? Because I found that one day, and of course I have to keep that. That's just too interesting not to keep. But yeah, if y'all know what this is, I would love to know what that is. It's some kind of geological formation. Don't know what it is. suppose I could look it up. Maybe the best thing to do is just get on the computer and look it up. But yeah. So I'm just sitting out here, like I said, sitting out here drinking my coffee, getting ready to start the day. And there goes the first car of the morning. Followed by a truck going in the other direction. My hot water heater got delivered yesterday. For anybody following that saga, I've been without hot water, or without hot water on tap for a month now. It's really been awkward. What has been a problem is washing my hair. That's hard. That is hard to do. So what I've discovered I can do is in my kitchen sink I can fill up my dishpan with warm water. I can make warm water in my dishpan and then I can dunk my head in it. And yes, then I can do it. I have done cold water too, but there is something about washing your hair with warm water that is just so comforting. So yeah, that's what I've been doing, washing my hair in the kitchen sink. Wish I could do it in the shower because I love to shower. I haven't had a shower in a month. You would think I'm filthy, but no, I'm not filthy. Oh darn, dog's drinking my coffee. Get that away from him. What is it? Why does he like coffee? Yes, now, am I going to drink my coffee after him? I don't know about that. So look at the early morning. It's kind of foggy a little bit still. And all green. All the greenness. Now, one of my earlier videos, I don't remember. Early spring. You see these pots over here on the left side of the screen? It's a big canna growing out of a clay-colored one, and then there's a galvanized tin, other stuff with the mint growing around it. Anybody who watched earlier in the year, do you remember those pots sitting out in the dirt? The grass wasn't green yet, and I remember saying, they're going to be prettier when it comes summer. It's going to be stuff growing around it, and it's going to look nice. And there it is. That looks nice. I like that. It's sort of a vignette. I like that word, vignette. So over here this way is my birdhouse. And it has raised at least 2, what are they, clutches? What do you say? Nests of baby bluebirds. The garden's not producing much. I'm glad I'm not having to feed myself from my garden. The tomatoes in the back are a disaster. I noticed yesterday the chickens were in the garden. And I have that netting around that garden back there to keep the chickens out of the garden, but somehow there's a hole in the netting and they've gotten into the garden. So the baby green tomatoes that were on those plants are no more because the chickens have eaten the tomatoes. So I guess I'll have a fall tomato garden, because I have not gotten a single tomato off of those tomatoes in the backyard. No, that makes me unhappy. But I do have, 10, 12 tomato plants or more up here in the front, and I have gotten a few tomatoes off of them, so they will be enough to eat off of. There's not even going to be enough tomatoes to put up, and I planted 30 tomato plants. That makes me unhappy. But it is what it is. Cucumbers, not enough cucumbers to make pickles, but there are enough cucumbers to eat raw and to put in salads and just to eat cucumbers, so that's fine. I'm not having to buy cucumbers at the grocery. So I won't be putting up pickles this year. But I have enough pickles left over from last year. So it is what it is, but it's pretty whether it's producing a lot or not. And I am starting to get green beans. I ate my first green beans yesterday. So that was good. The squash, I'm getting a good mini squash. Not lots and lots of squash, but I'm getting squash. I pulled out this old sprinkler. Can you see the sprinkler in the middle of the garden? Right, pretty much. I'll remove this. In the center of the screen, you see a little tripod thing. That's a sprinkler. It's an impulse sprinkler on a tripod, and it works really well. I even had the water on low, and it sprinkled the water, or it shot the water out as far as over there in that part. As far as where I'm sitting here on the steps. The things here on the steps by me got wet. Things that I had on the steps to try to keep them dry because there's an awning overhead. So some of the things I had on the steps are now rusty. Which means that's another job that has to be done. You know, one thing calls for another thing. So yeah, it's pretty, it's green, it's nice. Getting a few vegetables, getting enough vegetables to eat. Not enough vegetables to put up. But I guess that's okay, because I did pretty well last year putting up things. And still have things left over from last year. If you watch Deep South Homestead or Crazy Days, Danny and Wanda King, Wanda talks about that. She talks about her pantry and all the food that she's put up. She talks about putting up excess. If you have it, to go ahead and put it up. Don't stop. Because you never know what the next year's going to bring. Well, this is the next year. My garden's not producing like I had hoped it would. But I did put up a good bit last year, so I'm happy for that. I still have food left over from last year. I have a lot of seeds, so I can have a good start for next year. That was a rooster duet. Did you hear that? So my coffee is undrinkable at this point now that the dog is drunk out of it. And pour that out and go pour me my second cup, or actually I guess it would be my first cup since I didn't finish drinking this one. Put up the video that I need to put up for today. I've got one ready to put online, put on YouTube this morning. I need to do that and get on with my day. So this has been good, sitting here talking to you. A little morning chat. Bye, y'all. See you next time.